Hey, welcome to this new video on my channel Off2Office. This video is dedicated to explain the 9 different ways of using the very famous VLOOK function of Excel. To keep the video short, I have divided the video in 2 parts. So watch both the videos till the end to completely master VLOOKUP. The link of the part 2 of the video is available in the description below. I assure you that after watching both parts, you don't need to go anywhere and you will literally be master after watching these 2 videos. So let's see how VLOOKUP works. Now first of all, look at the syntax of the VLOOK function. VLOOK takes 4 arguments: lookup value, that is what to be searched, table array, where to be searched, column index number, and the last argument is range lookup. Now the name of the last argument is a bit confusing and it has nothing to do with the range. This argument actually gives you 2 options, that is whether exact match or approximate match. Now you must know that VLOOKUP returns exact match, approximate match and the partial match with wildcards. Lookup value has to be in the first column of the lookup array. And thirdly, VLOOKUP always looks up data in a table vertically and returns a value corresponding to that position from left to right. Here we have before us table and we want to look for the code 25. So very obvious, in our lookup array, the table containing the code will be our first column of the array. Let's now apply VLOOKUP. Lookup value will be this 25. Table array, this one I will lock it. As I want to return unit cost, so my column number will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sixth column of this array, and I will set range lookup to be the exact match. Now the previous example was the case when every arguments of the function were hard coded, but we can keep lookup value dynamic depending upon some condition. If we want to fetch the name of sales representative having the largest code, so in this case our lookup value is not hard coded, static. So this time we lookup value will be max and table array will be this one. Column index number will be, since I want to return unit, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exact match, enter. Similarly, if I want to return the unit cost for the second smallest code, so this time again apply VLOOKUP. Lookup value will be second smallest, so I will be using small function. My array will be this one, second smallest, so 2. This gives me the second smallest lookup value. Now the array, I have to return unit cost, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, exact match, enter. We saw how we can keep our lookup value dynamic depending on some condition. Similarly, we can also keep our lookup array dynamic such that when any additional row is added, the size of the lookup array will also be automatically extended. For this purpose, we just need to convert this lookup array into an Excel table. To convert a normal table to Excel table, we will press Ctrl T. And you see my table has headers. Yep, my table has headers, so I am marking this okay. Now let us change it a bit. In the right side, I have already fetched some of the lookup values. Now if I want to search a value which is not available in this code, what will it return? Like suppose 40, and I'm applying VLOOKUP here. Table array, comma, sales rep 3, and it returns not available error. So we just need to add a row with code 40. It will automatically update your table formatting. Say it's East, say it's Adam, similarly, if we want to for a value equal to maximum of these code, so we'll look up max table array unit costs, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 exact match, so 15. So see the beauty of this creating table. Now the moment I enter any value greater than 40, which was earlier used to be the maximum, it will automatically update the maximum value. So you can see unit cost has automatically been updated. So we cannot just set our lookup array dynamic by creating a table, but if required, we can select an altogether different lookup array depending upon some condition. And for that purpose, we will be using choose function, a very useful function in Excel. Look at the syntax of choose function. It has only two arguments, index number and value 1, value 2, value 3. So if I put my index number as 1, then it will pick value 1. If I give index number as 2, it will pick value 2. So exploiting this feature of choose function, I will be showing you how we can switch between two tables for selecting it as our lookup array. So what I want to do here is for pencil, I want to return corresponding unit based on this condition. VLOOKUP. My lookup value is definitely pencil, and my table array is based on some specified conditions which I will be setting with the help of choose function. Index number, I will set a condition here with if statement. If my logical test is if my region is equal to east, then 1 or else 2. What we have done here, I have set my index number like 1 or 2. It will be decided further. 1 means if it is 1, then table A, and if it is 2, table B. So I have set my table array as well. Now the corresponding column, it has only 2 columns, so column number 2 match will be exact match, and enter, and I will not drag it down.